Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm going to go ahead and get this all nice and set up. And then we will go ahead and send this out. So we're going to put it up on Google Classroom. Adding it now, and then we'll send it out on Class Dojo. And once that happens, we'll turn that chat on. We're going to be reading about radical reptiles today. So just like there are super smart dogs, super smart cats, super smart birds, super smart aquatic animals, there are also super smart reptiles, which is kind of exciting. So we're going to go ahead and send that out. And so I will see you guys in a moment in that chat box. And again, as you guys roll in, feel free to talk. You guys get a couple minutes of just fun chit-chat time. All right, it is sent out. We'll go ahead and enable that live chat, and I should see you soon. We're going to get started with literacy, and again, we're reading about radical reptiles. Hello, Ali. Hello, Katrina. All right. So let's see who we got in the box. I got Ali. Hello. I've got Katrina and Ashley. I got Javier and Alexa. I've got Rara and Faiz. I've got Kira and Tiana. Yay, Kira! Kira, you have to tell me what you're doing to fix it so that we can let Aiden know, so that way Aiden can come play with us. Hello, Micah. I've got Kian and Audric. Hello, Avery. Hello, Kaylee. Hello, hello. Hello, Tiana. Hello, RC. Hello, Devin. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Audric. Thank you for coming. I always like when you come to class. I like listening to how great your thinking is. Oh, that's okay. You can also submit it to me on Google Classroom. Don't forget to turn that turn in button. Okay, I'm going to mute myself. Have fun, guys. All right, let's see who we got. I got RC. I got Lexi. I got Ty. I've got Aiden. Fantastic. Aiden, I've got you pulled up on the screen, buddy. I've got Faiz. I got Zalim. I've got Zora and Josiah. Hello. I've got Aya. Yeah, I won't play Among Us during the day. I've got too much crazy stuff going on this end. Hi, Michaela. Hi, Ray. Hi, RC. So I've got you, Aiden, I've got you pulled up here so I can talk to you up on the screen versus my phone. I'll send it out. So if you need help and want to come to the Zoom later, you can go ahead and join us. I'm going to be doing a math group at 2:30. If the activity that we did earlier was like massively confusing. Fantastic, Lexi. We've been playing online. I think we start around 3. Okay. So we're going to get started probably about 10:20. Hello, Nils. So let's plan for about 10:20. We'll go ahead and take attendance. So we'll give it about 10:20 and then we'll go through. I'm still missing a handful of kids. I'm still missing Hamza. I've got Shelby. Khalees, if you're here, say hi. Yeah, Devin, just don't come in until I tell you, because I'm going to be doing math in there. Hello, Hamza. Yes, we can all play together. Among Us lets us play up to 10. So the more people that we can play and rely on, the better. You are right on time, Javier. Right on time. Good job, sir. All right, so 2 more minutes and we'll go ahead and move. I've thought about doing a flip grid. Do you guys want me to? I wasn't sure if you wanted to keep it more like kiddos or if you want me to do one too. I can. I'm more than happy to. I mean, hello. I'm right here. I don't mind. So 1 more minute. 1 more minute. Hello, Alexa. Hello, DJ. Do I have a Khadijah yet? There we go. There's a Khadijah. I'm waiting for Gee. Waiting for Miss Jenna. Looking for Miss Sama. Among Us is an app, and I think you can play on the computer. Looking for Khalees. Looking for Khalees. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get all of our wiggles out. All right, let's put on our academic hat. Type okay, that you understand. Type okay, that you understand. Thank you. Thank you. Oops. Sorry, Lexi. I didn't mean to do that. I just meant to delete it. Sorry. Thank you. There we go, everybody. Thank you. Lexi, didn't mean to time you out. I'm sorry. I missed the button. So you're not technically timed out. I just meant to delete it. All right, if you are here, just hit OK. If you are here, type hi. If you are here, type hi. Bom dia, Gui. Hello. All right, here we go. Zalim. I've got Ali. I saw Aya and Ra. I saw Zora and Aiden. I saw Jacob. I saw Audric and Hamza. I saw Ray. I saw Kira and Shelby. I've got Avery and Kian. I saw Khalees. I've got Lexi. I've got Michaela. Sama, if you're here, please say hi. I've got Micah and Nils. I've got Ty, Javier, Faiz. I've got Hanan, Devin, Tiana. I've got DJ. Jenna, if you're here, say hi. I've got Alexa, Josiah. I've got Kaylee and Guy. I've got RC. I've got Ashley, Katrina. I've got Khadijah. So again, just looking for Jenna, looking for Sama. When you guys roll in, just let me know and I will see you. Alrighty. I said your name, Kira. I did. But thank you. I know you're here. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at what we're doing today. So again, at this point in the day, you should have sent that green light. Remember, that green light is going to be super helpful for you to master your multiplication and division facts. So you want to make sure you are playing, and that should be done already today. Flipgrid, you're showing me your pets or telling me what kind of animal you wish you had. And that can already be done in Prodigy 2. Again, I will announce first, second, and third place at 1:15, so you've got until 1:15. We already did math today. Make sure you're turning in that review activity. I'm going to be doing a math review at 2:30, so from 2:30 to 3:30 in the Zoom. So my friends who are playing Among Us, please do not go into the Zoom. I will kick you out if you were there to play Among Us. Kira will start Monday. Kira, we will start Monday. We're going to go ahead and start literacy. We are going to be annotating. And we are going to be reading about one of Miss Young's favorite things, reptiles. We're going to be talking about reptiles. So go ahead, pull your text over. Pull your text over. Pull your text over. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Mine too. I love reptiles so much, I have 4 different types at my house. I had to stop myself from getting more. My husband was like, no snakes, no snakes. We're not snake people. I said, okay, fine. Even though I secretly want a hog-nosed snake because their noses are so cute. Little snake noodles. So cute. Alrighty. First read through, what do we do? First read through, what do we do? First read through, what do we do? Good job, Micah. Quick to the draw. First read through, what do we do? First read through, what do we do? Oh, look at that coming in. Good job, everybody. Yes. First read through, unknown words. Fantastic. Second read through, what do we do? Second read through, what do we do? Yes, everyone, good job. Second read through. What do we do? Good job, everybody. Yes. Questions, interesting details, and connections. Good job. Main idea. Good job. All right, good job, friends. All right, let's go ahead and get that green ready. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get reading. Here we go. Believe it or not, reptiles are fairly intelligent creatures. In fact, the intelligence level of some species of reptiles rivals that of birds or even mammals. Research shows that these cold-blooded creatures are only getting smarter. An article in Wired magazine suggests that global warming is changing reptile habitats around the world and that a warmer nest makes for more intelligent inhabitants. Out of all the reptiles in the world, there are a few that could be categorized as the brightest of the group. Go ahead and type in the box words you do not know or cannot define easily. Type in the box words you do not know or cannot define easily. Javier, muy bien, very good. Categorize. That's a good word. Means to put into specific categories. Cold-blooded, very good. Cold-blooded means that they do not have the ability to thermoregulate or the ability to keep themselves warm. So they have to stay around a warm area in order to not get really cold. So like people are usually a nice, happy 97, 98 degrees. We're always warm-blooded. Yes, RC, they need sun. Inhabitants means someone living somewhere specific. So I am a inhabitant of my house. I live here. I inhabit my house. I'm an inhabitant. Blah, 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 blah. Inhabitant. There we go. Article, good job. So an article is like a section of text that someone writes about a specific topic, and then it gets published in like a newspaper or a magazine, things like that. Good job, everybody. Okay, give me a thumbs up or a text emoji when you are good to go. Global means like worldwide, going around the world. Thank you, Zora. Thank you, Faiz. Good job, RC. High fives. Boop. Good job. Jacob, good. Shelby, good. Kira, good. Ali, Lexi, thank you. Oh, good. I'm glad. Good job, everybody. Fantastic. Thank you, Aiden. Yep. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's read about some giant tortoises. And yes, RC, Komodo dragons are pretty cool. Okay, here we go. Giant tortoise. The giant tortoise, of which there are many variants, are truly fascinating creatures. They weigh about 700 pounds and can live over 100 years, making them the longest living vertebrate. As of 2019, a study conducted in 2 separate locations showed how these tortoises can be trained, and the results were quite impressive. The tortoises were taught to bite on a ball of a specific color, blue, green, or yellow. Scientists returned to the activity 3 months later. The tortoises remembered the activity and completed it. 9 years later, the same experiment was conducted on the tortoises, and they once again remembered the activity. This proved that this species could remember colors, learn through behavior training, and hold on to experiences in the memory for years. Go ahead and type in the box a word you do not know or cannot define easily. Vertebrate. We had vertebrate the other day. Remember, you are a vertebrate. You have a backbone. You have a spine. You are a vertebrate. Variants mean that there's different types. So like there's a giant tortoise and then there's types of giant tortoises. There are geckos and there are types of geckos. So tortoises are reptiles. They are not turtles. So there's a difference between a turtle and a tortoise. Tortoises are typically desert animals. They do not live in water. They do not go swimming. My tortoise does not like having a party in water. He will go into it if I put him there, but for the most part, he is not a water friend. He's big in the napping department, but he doesn't like water. I swear all my reptiles are glorified cats. They are not water fans. Very good. Yes, LBS is short change for pounds. Very good. When you are ready to go, type a text emoji. Yes, rah, rah. And a lot of that has to do with the fact of what is considered an invertebrate. So yeah, there are more invertebrates than there are vertebrates. So there's more animals that do not have a spinal column than there are animals that do have a spinal column. Okay, here we go. The monitor lizard. This one I thought was fun because it mentioned San Diego. Considered to be the most intelligent reptile on the planet, these carnivorous creatures have developed several unique abilities. A study conducted at the San Diego Zoo, that should say zoo. Sorry, I typed this up last night. Zoo. Revealed that these cold-blooded lizards can count. After feeding the lizards 4 snails for a month, the zoo keepers fed them only 3. They would search their domain for the 4th snail, even after being fed again. The study determined these lizards can count up to 6, and any large amounts would simply be devoured. Fixed it. They are also capable of being trained to target objects, can recognize their keepers, and often display individual personalities. Some species have even figured out how to use their forearms to locate insects from the inside of objects. Go ahead and type out a word you do not know or cannot easily define. Go ahead and type a word that you do not know or cannot easily define. Devour. If you're really hungry and you eat your food quickly, you have devoured it. Rara says insects are invertebrates and they are the biggest animal group. And also some ocean animals are invertebrates too. Yes, invertebrates in the ocean are really, really cool. We've got considered. That means many believe them to be. Capable means that they are able to do something. You are all capable learners. You are able to learn. Forearms. All right, Alexa, hold up your arms. Forearm. This part of your arm. Forearms. So they can use their forearms to reach inside objects like people do hands. Good, good, good. Carnivorous means they only eat meat, like sea otters. So we read yesterday about sea otters, and sea otters, for the most part, are carnivorous. You and I are omnivores. We eat meat and plants. Now, there's some people who are vegetarians. Vegetarians are still omnivores. They just choose to only eat plants and maybe animal byproducts unless they're vegan. And then if you are a herbivore, it means you can only eat plants. So a vegetarian and an omnivore are two different things. Yes, like octopi. Very good. Give me an okay if you are good to go. Give me an okay if you are good to go. Give me an okay if you are good to go. Give me an okay if you are good to go. Rah, no. So someone who is an herbivore means they can only eat plants. Those who are vegan and vegetarian technically are still omnivores. They have the ability to eat meat and the ability to eat plants. They're choosing not to eat animals and animal byproducts, which is why they get a separate title. Good job, Micah. All right, let's go to the next one. Here we go. Last but not least, the crocodile. Crocodiles are large, powerful creatures and require a very trained keeper to tend to them in captivity. These individuals have learned a variety of behaviors that crocodiles are able to learn. These giant reptiles can be trained to respond to their names, touch a target, and can place themselves on a specific spot. Crocodiles are also able to see color and can be trained to go to a certain location based on the color they see. These reptiles can also communicate with each other using 4 different types of calls and engage in play with objects as well as other crocodiles. They also have the ability to climb trees in order to look out for potential threats in their territory. One of the smartest behaviors is baiting their prey by balancing a stick on their nose and remaining motionless for hours. If a bird or other animals attempt to grab the stick, the crocodile pounces. Go ahead and type a word you do not know or cannot define. Oh, very good. Potential. So let me see. Let me find it quickly. So potential is possible. Possible threats. Potential threats. Pounces. Kind of like a cat. My gecko does this too. They pounce on their prey. I put mealworms in and they pounce. In captivity means that they're living inside of somewhere where they do not have free range. Motionless means they do not move. All right, anything else? All right, good job. Good job, Nils. Yeah, no, thank you. I'm good to not eat bugs. There's a whole movement for like eating cricket flour and stuff. I'm okay. I will leave the cricket eating and the bug eating to my geckos. Nils, very good. Yes, territory. I was hoping someone would get that one. Territory is like an area that they believe is their location, and you do not want to go in their territory. Where do you see territory? There it is. I found it. So where they live. Good, good, good. Okay, so go back up to blue. I'm hoping that you guys have a lot of really good questions. I know when I was reading this and writing this last night, I was like, ooh, I got questions. Okay, here we go. Get your blue ready. Get your blue ready. Here we go. Believe it or not, reptiles are fairly intelligent creatures. In fact, the intelligence level of some species of reptiles rivals that of birds or even mammals. Research shows that these cold blooded creatures are only getting smarter. An article in Wired magazine suggests that global warming is changing reptile habitats around the world, and that a warmer nest makes for more intelligent inhabitants. Out of all the reptiles in the world, there are a few that could be categorized as the brightest of the group. Go ahead and write out your question, your interesting detail, or your connection. Good job, Michaela. Are reptiles smarter than humans? I would be interested to see like where they are on the intelligence scale. Because we've had a couple animals that have the same intelligence as like a 2 or a 3-year-old. Aiden says, are these reptiles as smart as sea animals? Ooh, very good. Why and how did reptiles become fairly intelligent? See, Aya, that was around my question. So my question was that a warmer nest makes for more intelligent inhabitants. And then my question was, I wonder if over time reptiles in this environment will evolve to naturally become more intelligent. How smart can they be? What in global warming is changing reptiles? Good, good, good. I think that Zora says, I think that for crocodiles, if it's warmer, it's girls. Yes, so it actually has a big play on gender. So good job, Zora. Yes, yes, yes. What is an average IQ of a reptile? Good job, Faiz. What is it about heat that is causing them to become smarter? Ray, good job. Very nice. So I'm still missing some from some people. Shelby said wants to know how smart they can actually be. So if you have not written down your question yet, please do so. Salma, write your question down, please. Thank you. Oh, good. How does it affect their IQ? So what is their IQ before and what is it now if global warming is making their IQ even higher? Good job, Avery. Good job, Lexi. Do you think by the time it's 2060 that cold-blooded creatures will be as smart as an adult? Very good. Good, good, good. These are great inquiries. High fives. Very nice. Good job. I like that. Over time, how smart are these animals going to be? Are we going to wind up with a situation where we've got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles running around? Zora, very good. How much smaller was their IQ 1 million years ago? Yes, back when the dinosaurs were around. Makes you wonder, right? All right, let's go ahead and move on. Lexi, does this level of intelligence help them in the wild? I would probably presume so. Thank you, Aya. Thank you, Faiz. Thank you, Kira, Ray, Michaela. Thank you, thank you. Shelby, thank you. Sama, make sure your question has to do with what is in the text. I don't know, Rah Rah. I mean, that's something that's really like a curious thing. And that's the point of this, right? Is to start sparking your curiosity. So she wants to know if a reptile's natural body heat reaches that of people, so that 97, 98, will that make them smarter? So these are all wonderful questions. Good job. I'm proud of you guys. Okay, here we go. Giant tortoise. The giant tortoise, of which there are many variants, are truly fascinating creatures. They weigh about 700 pounds and can live over 100 years, making them the longest living vertebrate. As of 2019, a study conducted in 2 separate locations showed how these tortoises can be trained, and the results were quite impressive. The tortoises were taught to bite on a ball of a specific color: blue, green, or yellow. Scientists returned to the activity 3 months later. The tortoises remembered the activity and completed it. 9 years later, the same experiment was conducted on the tortoises, and they once again remembered the activity. This proved that species could remember colors, learn through behavior training, and hold on to experiences in their memories. So go ahead and type out your question, your interesting detail, or your connection. Good job, Hamza. Good job, Ray. Hamza wants to know, how intelligent can they get? Ray says, what do they do to live 100 years? Do they eat something specific? Ray, good question. That's excellent. Can they remember faces? Very good, Kira. What would happen if a dog did that same test? I think it would depend on the species of dog. We found out on Monday that some dog species are more intelligent than others. Aiden's question is, can the tortoise remember more stuff than an elephant? I don't know. That's a good question. I know we're learning lots about elephants in our book, The One and Only Ivan. How old was the oldest tortoise? And good job. Faiz wants to know, when and how did giant tortoises start being so smart? Good job. Maybe it had something to do with the fact that giant tortoises live in very warm climates. What? Was there a record of a tortoise that lived like a long time ago, and what was the longest? Good job. So my question, or better yet, connection, so 2, mine's a connection. This reminds me of how crows can remember faces of threats. Oh, there we go. What food did they eat to get up to 700 pounds? True fact, Zilliam. They must have a high IQ to remember something from 9 years ago. Good job, Avery. Lexi, are some tortoises better at remembering than humans? I would be curious to know which tortoises are smarter. Like, is the giant tortoise the smartest tortoise out of all of them? Salma, make sure your questions have to do with the text, babe. Let's see. Did I miss anybody? Zora, do they get fatter slower than humans? Because it doesn't seem like they do much exercise. They're also huge, right? It's funny because they get so big eating just a bunch of lettuce and other vegetation. So, like, if you go to SeaWorld and you look at the sea turtles in the aquarium, they eat nothing but, like, romaine lettuce and other vegetables, and they get ginormous off of that. They're, like, huge eaters, like lawnmowers of the sea. And you get different types of sea turtles. Just the sea turtles we have at SeaWorld are mostly vegetation eaters. All right, give me a text emoji if you are ready to move on. Give me a text emoji if you are ready to move on. Yes, Rob Rock, good connection. They can remember over time. Aiden, true fact. Imagine if we ate vegetables like turtles and we got that big off vegetables. They'd have to change the menu at McDonald's and In-N-Out and Sonic. All right, let's go to the next one. Monitor lizard. Considered to be the most intelligent reptile on the planet, these carnivorous creatures have developed several unique abilities. A study conducted at the San Diego Zoo revealed that these cold-blooded lizards can count. After feeding the lizards 4 snails for a month, the zookeepers fed them only 3. They would search their domain for the 4th snail even after being fed again. The study determined these lizards can count up to 6, and any large amounts would simply be devoured. They are also capable of being trained to target objects, can recognize their keepers, and often display individual personalities. Some species have even figured out how to use their forearms to locate insects from the inside of objects. Go ahead and type your question, interesting detail, or connection. So type your question, interesting detail, or connection, and there should be something from everybody. Let's see what we got. Are there multiple of each type of personality? So do they have varying ones? Faiz says since they can count to 6 now, as they get more intelligent, should they be able to count more? I mean, that's a logical conclusion. Ha! Zora, that's funny. Zora said if they have personalities, I wonder what it would be like if they could talk. It makes you think if someone were to come up with like a cartoon or a comic strip surrounding monitor lizards then, because they all have different personalities like people. It'd be funny. Lizards are cold-blooded. Good job, Javier. Did they feed them less for the experiment? No, I think they gave them their same amount, but what they would do was like they'd give them containers, and in one container they would put 2, and another container they would put 3, and another container they would put 4, and another container they would put 3. And then they trained them so that each container had a certain amount. And then one day they picked up the container of 4 and only put 1 in there. And then they were looking around for the rest of them, like, there's supposed to be 4 in here. Where's the 4th one? I don't see it. Where is it? And then they'd hunt around for it. Like, they knew what to expect and they knew that there was one less. It's like my doggie. We started splitting up her dinner into 2, and then one day my husband gave her just 1 dinner, and she was still begging for her second one after. She's like, hello, people. Feed me my second time. Let's go. So, Micah, make sure your question relates to the text. So here's mine. So mine is, some species have even figured out how to use their forearms to locate insects from inside objects. And then my connection this sounds similar to how some fish have figured out how to use their front fins to help them survive. I wonder if turtles could talk, what would they be like? Would the monitor lizard find out if the scientists fed them a different kind of snail? Ooh, Zaleem, that's a good question. Like, if they had a preference for a certain type of snail and then they switched snails on them, that's interesting. That's cool. I didn't even think of that. That's good. Are different species of monitor lizards varying in terms of intelligence? Good. Aiden says, what if humans weren't around? Would they still have the same IQ? Good, good, good. Alrighty. If you are ready to move on, text me a text emoji. Chat a text emoji. Good, good, good. When you're ready to rock, go ahead and type in the box. Good, good, good. All right, good, good, good. All right, here we go. Last one. Crocodiles are large, powerful creatures and require a very trained keeper to tend to them in captivity. These individuals have learned a variety of behaviors that crocodiles are able to learn. These giant reptiles can be trained to respond to their names, touch a target, and can place themselves on a specific spot. Crocodiles are also able to see color and can be trained to go a certain location based on the color they see. These reptiles can also communicate with each other using 4 different types of calls and engage in play with objects, as well as other crocodiles. They also have the ability to climb trees in order to look out for potential threats in their territory. One of the smartest behaviors is baiting their prey by balancing a stick on their nose and remaining motionless for hours. If a bird or other animal attempts to grab the stick, the crocodile pounces. Go ahead and type your question, interesting detail, or connection in the box. So go ahead and type your question, interesting detail, or connection in the box. Good, good, good. It would be funny if you were in the Amazon, you just saw crocodiles everywhere looking at you trying to wait pounce. It's funny because our orcas actually do that behavior too at SeaWorld. So, oops, wrong color. So connection. So orcas do this behavior as well. Good, good, good. Do the crocodiles karyotype? Nope, they just kind of go for it. They bait them. It's kind of cool. Aiden says they seem like good hunters, such as like octopi. It's amazing that they can balance a stick on their nose for so long. They must have really good balance. I agree, Rah. I agree. How long does it usually take for them to sit there? It sounds they sit there for hours. So until something rolls by, I would imagine. How long does it take to train them? Good job. Why do they only have 4 types of calls? Ray, maybe they only need 4 types of calls. Good, good, good. All right, let's go through and see if we can't figure out our main idea. Okay, here we go. Type OK when you're ready for read through 3. Type OK when you're ready for read through 3. That's a tongue twister. Thank you, Aya. Faiz, Zora, thank you. Okay, here we go. So we are looking for a sentence that will help us figure out the main idea. Believe it or not, reptiles are fairly intelligent creatures. In fact, the intelligent level of some species of reptiles rivals that of birds or even mammals. Research shows that these cold-blooded creatures are only getting smarter. An article in Wired magazine suggests that global warming is changing reptile habitats around the world, and that a warmer nest makes for more intelligent inhabitants. Out of all the reptiles in the world, there are a few that could be categorized as the brightest of the group. Okay, which sentence do you think is our main idea? Which sentence do you think can help us figure out main idea? Good job. So first sentence, reptiles are fairly intelligent creatures with a level of some species rivaling that of birds or mammals. Very good. Let's go ahead and put a star by that. Yes, good job. Okay, let's go to the next one. Keep an eye out for a sentence that will help us determine the main idea. Here we go. The giant tortoise, of which there are many variants, are truly fascinating creatures. They weigh about 700 pounds and can live over 100 years, making them the longest living vertebrate. As of 2019, a study conducted in 2 separate locations showed how these tortoises can be trained, and the result was quite impressive. The tortoises were taught to bite on a ball of a specific color, blue, green, or yellow. Scientists returned to the activity 3 months later. The tortoises remembered the activity and completed it. 9 years later, the same experiment was conducted on the tortoises, and they once again remembered the activity. This proved that this species could remember colors, learn through behavior training, and hold on to experience and memories for years. There is one sentence here which literally tells you everything that you read about above. There is one sentence in here that tells you everything that you read about above. But specifically what, Aya? This one is an interesting pair because the topic sentence that tells you everything that you read nice and concisely isn't necessarily at the top. So you can't just always presume it is the top. Usually it's the top one, but there is one sentence that tells you lots and lots of really good information about everything that you read above. So, Kira, if that was the main idea, the whole thing would be about their weight. Aya, if that was their idea, the whole thing would be about how long they live for. Which sentence tells us concisely what we read about? Everything we read about. Yes, rah, rah, good. This part. This species can remember colors, learn through behavior, and hold on to experiences. Good job. Tortoises, fantastic. All right, let's move down here because I know we're getting close to the time we have to leave. Here we go. Considered to be the most intelligent reptile on the planet, these carnivorous creatures have developed several unique abilities. A study conducted at the San Diego Zoo revealed that these cold-blooded lizards can count. After feeding the lizards 4 snails for a month, the zookeepers fed them only 3. They would search their domain for this 4th snail, even after being fed again. The study determined these lizards can count up to 6, and any large amounts would simply be devoured. They are also capable of being trained to target objects, can recognize their keepers, and often display individual personalities. Some species have even figured out how to use their forearms to locate insects from inside objects. Which sentence here gives you an idea about what you're going to read about? So yeah, that first sentence here will help us out. These carnivorous creatures have developed several unique abilities, and then we're going to read about all of those abilities. Fantastic. Let's move on. I want to be respectful of your time because I know we're closing in to the end, and we tend to get wiggly after an hour. Here we go. Crocodiles are large, powerful creatures and require a very trained keeper to tend to them in captivity. These individuals have learned a variety of behaviors that crocodiles are able to learn. These giant reptiles can be trained to respond to their names, touch a target, and place themselves on a specific spot. Crocodiles are also able to see color and can be trained to go to a certain location based on the color they see. These reptiles can also communicate with each other using 4 different types of calls and engage in play with objects, as well as other crocodiles. They also have the ability to climb trees in order to look out for potential threats in their territory. One of the smartest behaviors is baiting their prey by balancing a stick on their nose and remaining motionless for hours. If a bird or other animal attempts to grab the stick, the crocodile pounces. What sentence in here could be used as the main idea? What sentence can help us determine the main idea? Yes, up top. Individuals learned a variety of behaviors that crocodiles are able to learn. Oops, wrong color. Good job. All right, so this is our 4th day with this activity, so I'm not going to walk you through all the questions, but take a look. Why do scientists believe reptiles appear to be evolving in more intelligence? So, I need my square. There we go. So here, keep in mind, is that general or specific? Is that general or specific? General or specific? Why do scientists believe reptiles appear to be evolving into more intelligent creatures? Is that a specific reptile or just generally reptiles? Specific or general? Specific General. General, yes. So what paragraph would I go to? Yes, general. So what paragraph would I go to? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Paragraph 1, the intro. 2, about tortoises. 3, about monitor lizards. 4, about crocodiles. Yeah, I'd go to paragraph 1 to find my answer. And then remember, you need a sentence frame or sentence starter, comma, quote, exact, evidence, period, quote. Any questions about what you are expected to do? Any questions about what you are expected to do? Alrighty, then I will see you at 1:10. I will see you at 1:10. I will see you at 1:10. What time are we going to be seeing each other at? 1:10. I'm going to go ahead and shut down the chat. Bye, everybody. I'm going to close down the chat. I will see you at 1:10.